I'd like to thank Lova Kaliga for the opportunity to provide an overview of the Prostate Cancer Equity Program launched last year to bring new and exciting advances in patient care to every man in Massachusetts and eliminate health disparities. Prostate Cancer Equity Program is an integral part of the AdMeTech's ongoing statewide program in prostate cancer that created a Massachusetts model of national leadership in public awareness, medical education, and research. We are grateful to many Massachusetts legislators who made this program possible. Our primary focus is on high-risk men, Black, Hispanic, and Latino individuals, and all men with family history of prostate cancer and increasing age, 50 and older. This program was initiated since 2009 in collaboration with members of the Prostate Cancer Action Council and has three components: public awareness, community education, medical education, and research. Our public awareness, community education, and outreach is focused on the most vulnerable and underserved individuals. Since February last year, we reached over 11,000 underprivileged individuals. Since 2019, our public awareness and education programs reached over 38,000 people. For public awareness and education, our messaging centered on the importance of screening and early detection, critical for saving lives. Early detection is particularly important for Black, including Hispanic men, who are about 2.5 times more likely to die compared to white men. With early detection of prostate cancer, every man is alive in 5 years. In sharp contrast with late diagnosis, when cancer is spread to other organs, only 28% of men remain alive at the same time. Per National Cancer Institute, between 2018 and 2020, Worcester County was the ground zero with the highest prostate cancer mortality in Black men. In early 2019, we joined efforts with UMass Medical School and Chen to increase public awareness with the focus on the highest risk, most vulnerable men, immigrants from Africa. Between 21 and 22, we had seen a drastic reduction in Black men's mortality. We saw a similar impact in Plymouth County in partnership with Brockton NAACP and Good Samaritan Medical Center. We hope to expand our work with our partners to achieve a similar impact across the state. The center of our medical education is AdMeTech's annual Global Summit on Precision Diagnosis and Treatment of Prostate Cancer, established in 2016. The latest 6th annual conference took place in September last year. Our summit has been recognized as a seminal event in shaping the state-of-the-art and future vision for patient care. Our summit brings together the key international experts representing every clinical expertise to review the best emerging clinical practices and research priorities. Last September, we had over 200 attendees. Grand Rounds in Urology serves as our media partner, publishing scientific presentations and reaching over 15,000 physicians. Summit 2022 was extensively covered by Urology Today, a trade publication reaching over 35,000 physicians across the globe. International participation in this event is rapidly growing, largely due to our speakers at past attendees who recently formed an international organizing committee. It's difficult to find any corner of the world that has not participated in this event. Summit 2022 showed rapid advances in patient care. In screening, our summit supports clinical practice guidelines recommended by the National Comprehensive Cancer Network, consisting of over 28 cancer hospitals and their leading experts. high-risk men, including individuals with Black heritage and with family history of prostate cancer, are recommended to start screening with PSA blood test at the age of 40. Average risk men should start screening at the age of 45. This first, or what we call baseline screening test in younger men, has emerged as one of the most important indicators for identifying men at risk of lethal prostate cancer long-term over more than 10 years. In diagnostics, we have seen emergence of very accurate non-invasive tools such as blood, urine, and saliva analysis for molecular and genetic markers, and advanced imaging, including ultrasound, MRI, and molecular imaging. This non-invasive diagnostics highlighted the importance of PSA screening and shifted past concerns about screening into a dustbin of history. For example, these diagnostics can determine which individual man has an increased risk of life-threatening, rapidly progressing prostate cancer, improve early detection, critical for saving lives, reduce unnecessary procedures such as biopsies and treatment, and optimize selection of personalized care for each man, including careful observation, what we call active surveillance, minimally invasive interventions, or immediate radical treatment. High-risk individuals, including Black men, carry higher risk of both mortality and unnecessary procedures. Consequently, it is critical for them to have access to precision diagnostics that determine for each individual if he should or should not have invasive biopsy or treatment, and what options in clinical care are best for him. Unfortunately, in Massachusetts, compared to white men, Black men are less likely to have precision diagnostics such as advanced imaging, MRI or molecular imaging, molecular or genetic testing, and to undergo life-saving treatment. Prior to undergoing invasive biopsy or treatment, it is important for each man to discuss with his doctor if any non-invasive testing is available to determine if these procedures are actually needed, and if yes, what kind of options would work best for him. For example, in this slide, MRI shows prostate cancer lesions and guides biopsy needles with precision. AdMeTech has led research and development and large-scale implementation of prostate MRI since 1998. In 2013, Massachusetts legislature funded clinical trial of prostate MRI, which produced groundbreaking data that were presented at Summit 2016. By early 2017, 6 months later, NCCN recommended MRI as the new standard of patient care prior to biopsy and treatment. These guidelines essentially ended the era of blind patient care. Our summit highlighted the importance of MRI in Black men who are likely to have lesions in the front part of the prostate that are difficult to find by physical exam or standard blind biopsies performed without accurate imaging. In men with prostate cancer, there are two pillars of the current diagnostics: MRI and genetics. While MRI shows cancer location and local spread or stage, genetic analysis of cancer tissue reveals underlying biology and probability of progression. Emerging data indicate the importance of genetic testing for many high-risk men, Black men in particular, for selecting the most effective treatment. With this precision diagnostics, we can now accurately determine if each individual has a slow-growing, so-called harmless disease and needs only careful observation or minimally invasive procedures, or if this individual has an aggressive prostate cancer requiring immediate life-saving treatment. More recently, molecular imaging has been shown to play an important role in staging of prostate cancer, including detection of the presence of metastatic spread and return of prostate cancer after treatment. For example, molecular imaging with PSMA has become available at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute since August 2021. On the left, we can see a regular bone scan showing no metastatic spread. On the right, with molecular imaging, we can see extensive metastatic disease. This information is important for selecting appropriate treatment. We are proud to have led research and development of molecular imaging since 2001. Our summit concluded that equal access to high-quality care is the key factor in improving patient outcomes for all men and eliminating health disparities in Black men. It is particularly important now with so many novel diagnostic and therapeutic approaches ensuring high-quality, personalized patient care. Without equal access to these advances in patient care, we will see a widening gap in health inequalities, including survival and mortality. Consequently, AdMeTech launched the Prostate Cancer Equity Program in Massachusetts in collaboration with Mass General Brigham, UMass, and other clinical institutions, with the mission to save lives and deliver high-quality care. Supporting organizations include Latino Health Insurance Program and NAACP New England Area Conference, with their multiple branches located across the state. Our goal is to expedite access to leading experts who use the most advanced approaches to screening, diagnosis, and treatment available today, and support men every step of their medical journey. This program helps men to find an expert for the initial or a second opinion in person or virtual visits. Any Massachusetts man age 40 and older can take part. Our priority focus is on Black, Hispanic, and Latino men who are at high risk of prostate cancer, delayed diagnosis, poor quality care, and death. We believe that in Massachusetts, with its leading hospitals and universal access to care, our prostate cancer equity program will be able to eliminate health disparities. Experts of the prostate cancer equity program can address any questions about prostate health, from assessing an individual healthy man's personal risk of prostate cancer to informing men about all available options before and after screening, biopsies, and treatment. We are committed to supporting men during every step of their medical journey to ensure that no man is left behind or struggling alone. To achieve this goal, we created a streamlined VIP-style process of patient referral and care, reflecting how doctors involved in this program take care of our families and friends. This process consists of three components. First, AdMeTech Foundation Administrative Coordinator collects basic information and matches individual patients' needs with the experienced nurse for patient education and the appropriate state's experts for clinical care. Second, a clinical organization designates a patient navigator who works with multiple schedulers to expedite a medical visit and related needs, including registration into healthcare system, transportation, and financial assistance if needed. Third, if an expert recommends any next steps, AdMeTech's coordinator, educator, and patient navigator work with patients on the appropriate follow-up, such as, for example, testing or treatment. To ensure successful implementation of this program, AdMeTech has created a network of leading state experts committed to eliminating health disparities, develop an effective process for patient care and follow-up, as mentioned, recruited community coordinators in high-risk areas who mobilize a network of over 75 program ambassadors community, organizational, and church leaders, and held multiple focus groups to develop program materials and strategy. Our current goal is to identify and mobilize appropriate organizations and individuals so that men, their primary doctors, and caregivers have access to this program. Risha Kinney, a member of the AdMeTech Foundation staff, serves as a statewide coordinator and the initial contact for the Prostate Cancer Equity Program. Latina Health Insurance Program helps men to obtain health insurance such as Mass Health if needed. If you have any questions or need assistance, please contact Trisha by phone 617-523-3535 or by email coordinator@admetechfoundation.org. Thank you for your attention.